Generalization of Ampere's law and the concept of displacement current. Until Maxwell's work, the known basic laws of electricity and magnetism were divergence D is equal to rho. Here, capital D is the electric displacement vector and rho is the volume charge density. This equation is the Gauss's law in electrostatics. Number 2 equation, divergence B is equal to 0. Here B is the magnetic induction vector, and this equation of the Gauss's law in magnetostatics. Number 3 equation, curl E is equal to minus del B del T, where capital E stand for electric field and capital B the magnetic induction vector. And this equation of the Faraday's law in electromagnetic induction. And number 4, the curl H is equal to J, where H is the magnetic intensity and J the current density. These three equations, that is number 1, 2 and 3, are the valid for both static condition and as well as dynamic condition, that is for both static field and dynamic field. But the equation curl H is equal to G was derived from the steady state observation, and we have to examine its validity for time varying field. Now from Ampere's circuitry law, we know cyclic integral H dot dl is equal to I, and this current I can be written as surface integral J dot ds. By applying Stokes' law, we may write surface integral curl H minus J dot ds is equal to 0, where S is the open surface bounding by closed loop. As the surface is arbitrary, then from this equation we may write curl H is equal to curl H is equal to J. Taking both side divergence of this equation, we have this divergence of curl H is equal to divergence J. As we know, the divergence of any quantity of curl is equal to 0. Thus, from this equation, divergence of J is equal to 0. Now, continuity equation implies that divergence of J plus del rho del T is equal to 0. According to this equation, divergence of J is equal to 0 only if del rho del T is equal to 0. That is, we find del rho del T is equal to 0. That means the charge density is static. Thus, we conclude that Ampere's equation, the curl H is equal to J, is valid only for steady state condition and is insufficient for the case of time varying field. Hence, to include the time varying fields in Ampere's law must be modified. Maxwell investigated mathematically how one could alter Ampere's equation so as to make it consistent with the equation of continuity. Maxwell assumed that the definition for current density J is incomplete and hence something say JD must be added. Then the total current density, which must be solenoidal, becomes C is equal to J plus JD. Postulate the equation curl H is equal to J, that is curl H is equal to C is equal to J plus JD. In order to identify JD, we take the divergence both sides, that is divergence of curl H is equal to divergence J plus divergence JD. This implies that divergence J plus divergence JD is equal to 0 because divergence of curl H is equal to 0. From this equation, divergence of JT is equal to minus divergence of J. Again, from continuity equation, del rho del T is equal to minus divergence dot J. But divergence of D is equal to rho from the Gauss's law in electrostatics. That means divergence of JT is equal to del del D as rho is equal to divergence of D, that's equal to divergence of del D del D. These two equations gives us JT is equal to del D del D. Therefore, modified form of Ampere's law is equal to curl H is equal to J plus del T. The term del D del T is known as the displacement current density. And it arises while the displacement vector is changes with time. The characteristics of displacement current. Displacement current is a current only in the sense that it produces a magnetic field. It has none of the other properties of current since it is not linked with the motion of charges. Displacement current serves the purpose to make the total current continuous across the discontinuity in a conduction current. As for example, a battery charging capacitor produces a closed current loop in terms of total current. G total is equal to J plus JT. Considering a simple circuit which shows a charged capacitor whose plates are joined by conducting wire. The current flowing in the continuity wire is equal to the rate of change of charge on the plate, that is I is equal to dq dt. These two plates are the charging plate of the capacitor, and this arrow indicating the direction of the electric field. Now electric field E is equal to sigma by epsilon 0, where sigma is the charge induced in the plate per unit area. That means sigma is equal to q by A epsilon 0, where capital A is the area of the capacitor plate. That means I is equal to dq dt and q is equal to E A epsilon 0, that is I is equal to A epsilon 0 d dt. That's equal to A del t del t, where d is equal to epsilon 0 E is the electric displacement vector. That is I divided by A is equal to del t del t. That is I by A represent current density, that's equal to del t del t. Hence the quantity del t del t can be interpreted as the density of some current physical interpretation of Maxwell postulate. The modified form of Ampere's law may be expressed as cyclic integral H dot dl is equal to surface integral J plus del d del t dot ds. Just as cyclic integral E dot dl represent electromotive force in electrostatics, the magnetomotive force MMA around the closed path represent as cyclic integral H dot dl is equal to surface integral J plus del t del t dot ds. These two equations, that is equation 1 and equation 2, indicate that there are two ways of producing a magnetic intensity. One, with a ordinary conductor current J, that is current density J, as observed by Oersted and postulated by Ampere, and the other by means of time varying electric displacement vector, that is del t del t, as postulated by Maxwell. That means magnetomotive force is produced by two parameters. One is the current density J and another is the electric displacement vector D. Since D is proportional to capital E for air or vacuum, we may say that the changing electric field, that is changing electric field, gives rise to a magnetic field. This is the converse of Faraday's discovery that a changing magnetic field gives rise to an electric field. Maxwell's equation. There are four fundamental equations of electromagnetism known as Maxwell's equation, may be written in differential form. Divergence D is equal to rho, divergence B is equal to 0, and curl E is equal to minus del B del T, and curl H is equal to J plus del T del T. These four equations are known as Maxwell's equation in differential form. Here capital D is the electric displacement vector and it measured Coulomb per meter square, and rho is the charge density whose units are coulomb per meter cube, and capital B is the magnetic induction vector and it's measured Weber per meter square, and capital E is the electric field intensity whose units are volt per meter or Newton per coulomb, and H is the magnetic field intensity whose units are the ampere per meter turn. Thank you for watching video.